Feeding habit of mammal. The method of finding, capturing, chewing, swallowing, and digesting food item represent the or reveal the anatomy and life habit of a mammal, especially teeth. Teeth structure reveal the life habit of a mammal. First synapsids had homodont dentition. Homo means same. They had only one type of teeth. Then as mammals evolved during Mesozoic era, their dentition also evolved. Heterodont dentition was evolved. Hetero means different. So they had 4 different types of teeth: incisors, canines, premolars, and molars. Incisors have simple crowns, sharp edges, and are used for snipping. Snipping means biting. Canines have long conical crowns and are used for piercing. Premolars and molars have compressed crowns, have one or more cusps, and are used for shearing. Shearing means breaking off, slicing, cutting, and grinding. Next is tooth formula. It can be defined as the number of each tooth type in one half of the upper and lower jaw. Ancestral tooth formula is incisor. 3/3 means upper and lower half jaw. Upper jaw has 3 and lower jaw also has 3 incisors. Canine 1/1, premolar 4/4, molars 3/3. 3, 1, 4, 3. Shrews, some omnivores, carnivores have tooth formula that is closest to the ancestral tooth formula. Teeth don't continuously replace. Teeth are not continuously replaced. Only 2 sets develop in a lifetime. Temporary sets that include deciduous or milk teeth are replaced by the permanent teeth. Deciduous or milk teeth are incisors, canines, and premolars, while molars are never replaced. They develop as a single permanent set and last forever. Next is feeding or trophic apparatus. It includes teeth, jaws, tongue, gastrointestinal tract, and these structures are adapted to its particular feeding habits. There are 4 basic trophic or feeding categories: insectivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous, and herbivorous. Others have evolved like frugivores. Frugivores are fruit eating like bats, piscivores, and plankton feeders that are dolphins. Next term is diastema. Diastema term is used for the gap between teeth. Insectivores, first category, feeding categories of insectivores: shrews, moles, anteaters, and many bats are insectivores. They feed on insects. Anteater is the only insectivore that has no teeth. Anteaters use their sticky tongues for capturing insects, while others have teeth with pointed cusps. Those pointed cusps are used for puncturing exoskeleton or skin. And they eat less fibrous vegetables because it requires prolonged fermentation. So as the gastrointestinal tract is small, so they eat less fibrous vegetables. Second category is of herbivores. Herbivores are divided into 2 groups: browsers and grazers, and second group is of gnars. Browsers and grazers are ungulates, hoofed mammals. Ungulates are also known as hoofed mammals, like horses, deers, antelopes, cattle, sheep, goats, while gnars are rodents, rabbits, and hares. Herbivores have canines that are reduced in size, and in many herbivores, canines are almost absent. So canines are absent or reduced in size, while their premolars and molars have broad, highly crowned surfaces. Next is about rodents like beavers. They have chisel shaped incisors that grow continuously, that grow throughout life and must be worn away to keep pace, means speed with their continual growth, means their teeth are continuously replaced. Worn away means replaced. As herbivores feed on plants, plants have cellulose. Cellulose is the structural component, and cellulose is made up of long chains of glucose molecules. So they can't digest cellulose directly. So for the digestion of cellulose in the chambers of their gut, anaerobic bacteria and ciliates are present. Anaerobic bacteria and ciliates during fermentation produces the enzyme known as cellulase. This enzyme cellulase helps in the digestion of cellulose component of the plants, and these microorganisms have other benefits too, like these microorganisms produce carbohydrates, proteins and lipids, and these carbohydrates, proteins and lipids produced by microorganisms are utilized by the bodies of the animals. Next is about the fermentation. In colon and cecum, some absorption takes place. Cecum is the side pocket diverticulum, and most fermentation occurs after the primary absorptive area, that is small intestine. And fermentation occurs in zebras, rabbits, horses, elephants, some primates and many rodents. And many nutrients are lost in feces. So overcoming this loss, coprophagy is evolved. Coprophagy is evolved. In coprophagy, the mammals eat fecal pellets, and those mammals that have coprophagy or eat fecal pellets are rabbits and many rodents. Rabbits and many rodents have evolved coprophagy, means they eat their fecal pellets to regain the nutrients lost in the feces. Next is about the ruminants. Cattle, bison, buffalo, goats, antelopes, sheep, deer, giraffes, okapis. They have four-chambered stomach. Ruminants have four-chambered stomach, and their rumen part or chamber of the stomach has microorganisms. Food from the esophagus enter the rumen, converted into the cud, and cud is then re-entered into the mouth. It is re-chewed. Then it enters the rumen where microorganisms are present. Microorganisms act on the chewed food. Then food enters the reticulum, and from reticulum, after rumen, reticulum is the second chamber. From reticulum, food enters the omasum. The third chamber of the stomach is the omasum, where water, soluble food, microproducts are absorbed. And from omasum, food enters the fourth chamber of the stomach, that is the abomasum. Abomasum is known as true acid stomach. Abomasum is known as true acid stomach, important for MCQs. From here, the food enters the small intestine, where proteolytic enzyme act on the food, and final digestion takes place. Next is about the large and long digestive tract that is found in the African elephant. African elephant is of 6 tons, and it can consume 135 to 150 kg rough fodder, that is equal to 300 to 400 pounds. Third category, feeding category, is of carnivores. Now, carnivore term has two different uses in mammals. Both carnivore and insectivore terms have two different uses in mammals. Here I'm going to discuss about the carnivore. Carnivore term first describe about the diet. Second, this term denote a specific taxonomic order of mammal, order Carnivora. Other important points are that not all carnivores belong to order Carnivora. Like many marsupials and cetaceans are carnivora, but they are not included in order Carnivora. And second important point is this, that not all members of order Carnivore are carnivores. Order Carnivore contain many omnivorous feeders, and some such as pandas are completely vegetarians but are included in order Carnivora. Order Carnivora include foxes, dogs, weasels, wolverines, seals, cetaceans, cats. Carnivores have large canines and powerful clawed limbs. They have carnassial blade-like molars and premolars that are used for cutting muscles and tendons. Their digestive tract has shorter cecum, small or it may be small or absent, so they can easily digest the food item, that is meat. And members of the order Carnivora organize feeding into discrete meals, so have much more leisure time. As carnivores' main food item are herbivores. So how do herbivores survive? What are their defensive strategies? First, some herbivores can survive due to their huge size, like rhinoceros, rhinos, elephants, and other mammals form defensive groups, like musk oxen form defensive group. Fourth feeding categories of omnivorous mammals are pigs, raccoons, many rodents, bears, and many primates including humans. They have versatile dentition with broad rounded molars that are used for crushing food. They have a poorly developed cecum, and many mammals are opportunistic in diets, like foxes. Foxes are opportunistic in diets. They eat on rodents, rabbits, and birds. And when rodents, rabbits, and birds are not enough in amount, then they can also feed on fruits, grains, nuts, and insects. Next category or term is cache food stores. Rodents like squirrels, chipmunks, gophers, and certain mice are famous for cache food stores. They store their food for winter use, like tree squirrels. Squirrels store nuts, conifer seeds, fungi for winter use. Next term is scatter hoarding. Scatter hoarding is this, that each item is hidden in different places, and scent help them, assist them in relocation of the food. And chipmunks and red squirrels are famous for large cache food stores. They store large amount of food. Next is about the body weight and food consumption. Body weight and food consumption. Small mammals like birds consume more food. Their metabolic rate and amount of food is related to the relative surface area than to the body weight. And as small mammals have large surface area as compared to their body weight, so they consume more food. More surface area, small mammals have more surface area, they consume more food, because from more surface area, more heat is lost. So for maintaining body heat and metabolic rate of their body, they consume more food. And surface area is directly proportional to the approximately 0.7 power of body weight, and amount of food a mammal or bird eats also is directly proportional to the 0.7 power of its body weight. Like we take example of a mouse. Mouse is of 3 gram. It eats per gram of the body weight. Body weight means 5 times more food than a 10 kg dog. It consumes 5 times more food than a 10 kg dog, and 30 times more food than does a 5000 kg elephant, because 3 gram mouse has more surface area, has more body surface area than dog and elephant. Small mammals like shrews, bats, mice spend more time on hunting and eating food. Smallest shrew, like that is of 2 gram, eat more than their body weight each day, and may starve to death in few hours if deprived of food. Large carnivores remain healthy with only one meal every few days. Like cowgirl kills an average of one deer a week. Insectivores have short intestine, no cecum, while non-ruminant herbivore have simple stomach, large cecum. Ruminant herbivore have four-chambered stomach with large rumen in which microorganisms are present, and small and large intestine both are present. In carnivores, short intestine and colon is present along with small cecum.